Alexa TV presents in 3, 2, 1. Dateline Schools with your host, Terry Harrington.
All this weekend, Dateline Schools are visiting the St. Clair County Health Department and learn what we can do to make this a fun holiday season as well as a healthy one as well. And to tell us all about it, my special guest is the Director of Health Education here at the Health Department, Jennifer Michaluk. And Jennifer, how serious can the cold and flu be for kids, especially the school-age kids?
Well, flu can be very serious. In some cases, with some people, they might get pneumonia or other types of respiratory infections, which could actually land them in the hospital. So it can be very serious. So we always try to promote the number one best way to protect yourself from getting a flu each and every year is to get vaccinated. But there's also other preventive methods we can also talk about too.
And also, too, when we talk the cold and the flu, we kind of bunch everything all together into one basket, but there really is a big difference between the two, isn't there?
There is. They have similar symptoms at times. However, they're from two different viruses. So when someone has the flu, they might experience a fever. Some may not, but many do. They might have the respiratory issues, the cough, the sore throat, the body aches, the chills, the fatigue, those kind of symptoms. And with with colds, many times it's the stuffy and runny nose. Mm-hmm. So they are actually two different things. Flu could actually, like I mentioned before, could lead into things like pneumonia. Colds normally would never do that.
And also, too, I think a lot of us relate the flu. The big symptom is always, the upset stomach and the throwing up and that type of thing.
Right. Most of the time, in most people, they shouldn't have diarrhea or vomiting with the actual influenza flu.
And if somebody gets these symptoms, is that something that we need to call the doctor with, or only if it gets worse or if there's a high fever associated?
Yeah, if people aren't getting better after several days, they should contact their doctor, not necessarily go to the emergency room, because we want to make sure that those cases are just for people who actually are very, very ill. However, if they ever have any questions, definitely call their doctor just to find out, because there is some therapies for the flu as well as staying home when you're sick is number one message that we want to promote when you are sick.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.